feel overwhelmed by the constant pressure to have more, do more, and be more? What if I told you that the path to true financial peace isn't about acquiring new things, but about intentionally letting go of what no longer serves you? For years, I was stuck in a cycle of stress, debt, and a constant feeling of not having enough. I thought the solution was to earn more, but it wasn't until I started giving things up that my life and my finances truly changed. In this video, I'm going to share 10 things I gave up to gain peace of mind and money, and why these sacrifices were the greatest financial decisions I ever made. Get ready, because the number one thing I gave up wasn't a physical item. Trust me, it was a deeply ingrained mindset, and letting it go unlocked my true financial power. Before we unveil these life-changing truths, please take a quick second to hit that like button. Subscribe to Finance Butler for more unconventional financial wisdom, and share this video with anyone who needs to find more peace in their life. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you're ready to give up to gain financial peace? 10. I gave up mindless spending. Before money just seemed to disappear. I'd grab coffee here, a snack there, and an impulse purchase online. My bank account was a blur of small, untracked transactions. What I gained: clarity and control. I started tracking every dollar, and for the first time, I saw exactly where my money was going. This simple act of awareness allowed me to plug the small leaks that were draining my finances. Action. For 1 week, track every single dollar you spend. Just observe, don't judge. It will be a powerful wake-up call. 9. I gave up the keeping up with the Joneses trap. I used to feel pressure to buy things just to impress others, to have the latest gadget, or to keep up with my friends' lifestyles. This was a treadmill of consumption that led to stress and dissatisfaction. What I gained: contentment and peace. I realized that my self-worth had nothing to do with what I owned. By focusing on my own values and goals, I found a profound sense of peace and gratitude for what I already had. Action. Unfollow social media accounts that cause you to feel envy or a desire for more. 8. I gave up on the idea of a perfect plan. I used to believe that I needed a perfect budget and a perfect plan before I could start. I would spend weeks researching, only to feel overwhelmed and give up. What I gained: the power of just starting. I learned that an imperfect plan that you actually follow is infinitely better than a perfect plan you never start. I took one small, imperfect step, and then another, and the momentum started to build. Action. Take one small, imperfect step toward a financial goal today. Don't wait for the perfect time. 7. I gave up the need for constant convenience. I used to spend a fortune on convenience, takeout meals, delivery services, and expedited shipping. These small premiums added up to hundreds of dollars a month. What I gained: more money and a sense of self-sufficiency. I learned to cook more meals at home and to plan ahead. This not only saved me a significant amount of money, but also gave me a sense of accomplishment and control. Action. This week, commit to cooking at least 2 more meals at home than you normally would. 6. I gave up my cluttered possessions. My home was filled with things I didn't use, need, or love. This physical clutter created mental clutter, draining my energy and making it hard to focus on my financial goals. What I gained: mental clarity and more time. By decluttering my home, I created a more peaceful and intentional space. With fewer things to clean and organize, I had more time and energy to focus on my priorities. Action: spend 20 minutes decluttering one room in your house. Get rid of anything that doesn't add value to your life. 5. I gave up the fear of negotiation. I used to accept the first price I was given, whether it was for a bill or a car. I was too afraid or uncomfortable to negotiate. What I gained: thousands of dollars in savings. I learned that everything is negotiable. I called my service providers and asked for a better rate, and to my surprise, they often said yes. This simple act of negotiation saved me hundreds of dollars a year. Action: call one of your service providers today and ask if they have any better rates or deals available. 4. I gave up the guilt of saying no. I used to feel guilty saying no to social invitations, especially if they were expensive. I worried about missing out or disappointing others. What I gained: a clear budget and the freedom to say yes to what truly matters. I learned that saying no to things that didn't align with my financial goals was saying yes to my future self. I gained the freedom to prioritize my financial well-being over social pressure. Action: say no to one social invitation this month that you know will strain your budget. 3. I gave up the high-interest debt trap. This was the biggest anchor holding me back. My high-interest debt was a constant drain on my income, making it impossible to save or invest. What I gained: freedom and a clear path to wealth. By committing to an aggressive debt repayment plan, I was able to free up my cash flow and start building a real financial future. Getting out of debt was the single most impactful financial decision I ever made. Action: create a clear written debt repayment plan for yourself today. 2. I gave up the need for instant gratification in a world of instant downloads and next-day delivery. I was addicted to instant gratification. I wanted everything now, which led to impulsive spending and more debt. What I gained: the power of delayed gratification and more savings. I learned to pause before making a purchase, to ask myself, do I really need this? This simple pause gave me the power to choose my long-term financial goals over short-term pleasure. Action: wait 24 hours before making any non-essential purchase over $20. 1. The ultimate thing I gave up: the story that I'm bad with money. This is the most important lesson. For years, I told myself a story that I was bad with money. My debt and my spending habits were a reflection of this belief. What I gained: a new identity as a financially capable person. I learned that my past actions didn't define me. By taking control of my finances, I started telling myself a new story. I am a person who is disciplined, intentional, and on a journey to financial freedom. This internal shift changed everything. Action: stop telling yourself the story that you're bad with money. Instead, start telling yourself the story that you're in control of your financial destiny. These sacrifices weren't about deprivation. They were about intentionality. If you only caught the end of this video, you missed crucial insights into the specific things I gave up, from mindless spending to negotiation fear, and why the #1 secret is a profound mindset shift to a place of true contentment and financial capability. Go back and watch from the beginning to unlock these life-changing truths. If you're ready to start your own journey to a life of financial peace, check out my next video, linked right here, where I share a simple, step-by-step guide to help you find and get rid of your first money drain, starting today. Don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who needs to find more financial and mental peace, and subscribe to Finance Butler for more truths about building a life of true wealth. And tell me in the comments, which of these sacrifices are you most ready to make to gain more peace and money? Let's build a richer, happier life together.